Little Nitro.
Stat.
If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub.
I'm not doing that. Did you see that clip of Deion Sanders?
You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Deion.
Let me put some respect on his name. Well. Look who's back. Live and in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Paul Rodriguez Show. Producer James is in the building, and the man in the DF Dub joining us once again. Wes Washington, how you living, sir?
What's up? We're back.
Look at all,
man, it's good to be back.
all the people. They're like, oh, is that really them? They're like looking at the phone. Is that? I think that's them. James, what's
It's good
happening,
to be
man?
back, man.
Summertime, man.
It is summertime. It's warm. Look, I see you. Look, he's Wes. Can you see James? He's channeling his inner De La Hoya right now. He's getting real golden. That means my man's probably out there hitting them streets with that road work running. Is that right, James?
Yeah, swimming and all that.
Okay.
Getting out in the sun, period.
That's
You better
good,
than
man.
me, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't running out here in that stuff.
It's
Ain't no way.
It is real. It's real damn hot, fellas.
Oven, bro.
Yeah. What was that, Wes?
It's an oven out there, man.
It is.
It's just. Ugh.
It is
Can't do it.
warm. You got to stay hydrated. I even downloaded an app to track my water intake because I got to get me half a gallon to a gallon a day just to kind of feel good, feel vibing. Because listen, folks, if you're not drinking water, look at my man. There you go. I don't know what's in that cup, but I hope it's water. I'm gonna say it's water for now. Depending on how the night goes.
Water's
maybe
over there.
oh, look at this guy double fisted. Man, what you got, a Wu-Tang cup and the Dallas Cowboys? You on par, baby. You are brand specific. I love it. Brand specific. Wes, lots of news. We've been gone for a little while. That is my fault. I'll take full ownership of that. We'll probably divulge some of that stuff a little bit later, maybe as we get into the football season. But for tonight, fellas, it's going to be a fun night. We're going to talk about big news topic, D-Hop. We're going to talk about Dalvin. We're going to talk about some college football, who's going to be on the hot seat, and what young quarterback is going to be potentially at a disadvantage or maybe an advantage. But before we do that, let's just go round robin, see what we've been doing, see how we've been living. We'll start with who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? James wants to go first. What's up, James?
I'm a little rusty today.
It's all good. I'm rusty too.
Yeah. No, just we've been swimming a lot, and we went to Port Aransas last weekend, which was pretty fun. My son went to a camp, and had fun, man. So it's been hot, but we're out there exercising and playing basketball and all that stuff. So yeah, just staying active.
Getting the children active and moving during the summertime. Does it help them sleep at night?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They still stay up late, but
Yeah.
they like to sleep in. So
I remember. You remember those days.
Yeah.
I do. I know about y'all, but I remember.
for sure.
Wes, what about you, sir? How you been living, man?
Man, I've been good, dude. Just I guess since we had the draft party, in-house party, I went to a wedding. Been going to some Ranger games.
Okay.
The Rangers have actually been pretty good this year, even though they went into a funk lately. Been working, man, and staying inside, enjoying this AC.
Yeah, I see that fan.
That's what I like
going.
about the new Ranger Stadium, man. It's 73 degrees inside Ranger Stadium.
Oh, really? It's has a top and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had it open the first opening day, and I don't think it's been open since.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be. Not right now. Not at all.
It's nasty.
Yeah, man. I've been good. Changing the lifestyle up a little bit, trying to get a little more healthy, trying to be a little bit more active. Joined a gym, got some LBs off the body. So, trying to do some new things. I think it's all about health and wealth in 2023. I'm about 6 months late, but baby, who cares when you start? It just matters if you started. And I think we're all on our way. I'm glad to see everybody back. I feel good. Everybody else seems to be doing fantastic. Let's hop right into this bad boy. D-Hop and Dalvin all over the news coverage. Wes, I've been looking at the odds, trying to see where these two guys are going to land. The Patriots seem to be near the top of the Vegas odds charts. I don't know who's going to land where. it would be what kind of team would it be if Dalvin ended up in Miami, D-Hop, or maybe what if they both landed on the same team? It's going to be crazy to see how this whole endeavor plays itself out. But in your opinion, where do you see D-Hop and Dalvin landing?
I mean, with D-Hop, man, I think there's maybe a reunion in the mix. I could see him possibly going to Cleveland, reuniting with Deshaun Watson. I think that's maybe that's what they both kind of need at this point in their career, because we saw what D. Watson finished the year with was absolutely. And then, D-Hop he's coming back. He needs to get people to forget about the PED incidents and all that kind of stuff. So I think that'd be a good place for him to go. But also you wanted him to go to a place where maybe he's not the number one guy and there's not so much pressure on him. But if he wants to win, again, where else can you go? So if he wants to win, maybe he tries to look at the Dallas Cowboys. But then again, he has the quarterback Dak Prescott, so he probably will be like, nah, I want to catch balls. Then you got Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook to me, it's like two choices. I think it's Miami or Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of the Miami's got a lot of weapons with the cheetah and the guy from Alabama, not the rookie. But you put him in there and you make him a third down back. He doesn't have to carry the load. I think that's a big deal because he's still got some years left. And in Buffalo, you're playing with the great Allen, so and a great wide receiver in Diggs. So that opens it up for him there too. So we'll see what's up.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised you threw out Cleveland like you did with the with D-Hop. That could be it could be a good partnership, but I think those two guys have done enough together. I thought they could have. I mean, they were prolific when D-Hop was sent out of town that year. When we come to find out, it wasn't O'Brien's fault that all this kind of went down in Houston. It seems that the powers that be in the front office were the one who kind of controlled all that movement. They pretty much just destroyed that. I mean, really, it was a good, strong nucleus with JJ on one side, and then you had D-Hop on the other end down in Houston. And then, of course, that whole bad boy just imploded with Billick getting thrown out. So now you kind of come back and look at it. It's like, where are these guys going to end up, in my opinion? I don't see – it would be nice if Dalvin went to Buffalo, but I don't think Dalvin's going to want to go play with his brother. I really don't. I think his brother's going to be the feature back in Buffalo. And I think for me, if I was Dalvin, I would do everything I can to get D-Hop to go to the Patriots. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see him, D-Hop, go team up. You got Devontae Parker extended. Go give more weapons to an Alabama quarterback who won a national championship. Almost won the Heisman if it wasn't for Devonta Smith. Mac, for me, I think if Mac has more weapons other than what he's had with Bill back at the helm, and you have a competent offense coordinator, it's going to be a reunion sort of things with D-Hop going with his former head coach, now offense coordinator. For me, I would hope this would be like a reunion and Dalvin could be the bridge between those two people. Will it happen? Time will tell. But for me, if I'm a big Mac Jones fan, I have him on my dynasty roster. I want him to have more weapons. This would be a huge upgrade to the receiving core to complement Devontae Parker. And then you have a every down back with Dalvin who can catch out of the backfield, who can block in third downs, who can be a third down back himself with top end speed, not elite speed, but top end speed. And then you got Nuke to just go over the middle. That to me just seems like a great compliment. Plus that great defense. It's going to be an arms race in the AFC East, because if New England doesn't land these guys, I bet Miami lands one of them. Miami's going to get. I think Miami will get one of them, or Buffalo's going to get one of them. And that's the thing, is like they could either all go to the Patriots, or they're going to land somewhere in that AFC East window. That's just the way I kind of see it. Because everybody knows they got to go toe-to-toe with AR8 this time, AR8 back in New Hampshire, or not New Hampshire, but New Jersey with the Jets. Because that's who everybody's talking about right now. That's where everything is going. But for me, it's like, who's going to be the third? Who's the third big player for Buffalo? We don't really know. What kind of problems are going on right now between Allen and Diggs? You know, how well is Tua going to come back? Tua's looking thick right now, but down at South Beach. I mean, he's looking like Russell Wilson looked last year. I mean, who said it? With Marcellus Wiley said it best. He one biscuit away from 350. I'm just saying, Popeye's biscuit at that. Make it choke. Better put some gravy on it. Hashtag no. What do we used to say? I'm slipping right here.
No ad.
Hashtag no ad. Yeah. See.
Is he putting on? Is Tua putting on that weight? So
he just looks. He just looks thick, man. He just looks like his lower body, and I hate to say it that way, but that's just what he just looks like. He looks like a D tackle from the waist down, and then he looks like a DB from the waist up.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he's coming back. I mean, the dude with the concussion, man. That's just scary stuff when you start talking about getting that many concussions. Mm-hmm. And you've seen what CTEs have done to former players.
Throwing gang signs, bro. Throwing gang signs, concussed. So I want to kind of bring in James on this one, and James may help us understand this a little bit because Tua's been doing jiu-jitsu. Have you heard about this, James? So Tua's been doing jiu-jitsu to learn how to fall. He's been trying to like make his body a little bit stronger so that whenever he is getting handled by some D linemen or DNs or edge rushers, he can know how to go down gracefully and not have to land on his head like he has been doing last year. Is jiu-jitsu something going to help you over with more body control? Is that something that you're going to take away from that discipline?
Yeah, I think it should. Me personally, I don't have no experience with it.
Yeah, but you're a connoisseur, though.
Yeah, I would think that it would. You know, like just I think jiu-jitsu can help you if you can apply it to any aspect. You know, but yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You know, could be something useful.
Yeah, I think that's gonna go ahead.
Yeah, he would fall kind of. I mean, I don't know if you would say like stupid. Like his head would just like.
Yeah, he's like going into the ground with his leading with his shoulder and head, and it's like those are the two biggest parts of the body you want to avoid being damaged if you're a quarterback. So, kind of using that as a jumping point, we hope to is taking the proactive approach for going into next season. And that's going to be the key. Like the only contingency though is does that Shanahan offense, does it really need a quarterback? I mean, it proved it last year in San Francisco. You could take Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, and Brock Purdy is a little bit of an assassin, a sleeper assassin because of what he did at Iowa State. But at the same time, like Garoppolo, you had Trey Lance who came in, and then you had Brock Purdy who took over that. And it's like, yeah, that offense doesn't need. So if Mike McDaniels is using the same offense in Miami, the quarterback, I think, easily is going to be able to just plug and play. Now, I don't know. Do we know who the backup quarterback is for Miami?
No.
That's kind of my point. That's kind of my point is like I like to make that argument that you can plug and play with the quarterback, but if we don't even know who the hell it is in Miami, that's going to be a rough go if Tua's out.
Yeah, because I mean you can't just put anybody right there. I mean you're making it seem that way because I mean San Francisco, they were starting to run out of luck. That's why they got knocked out of the playoffs. That they brought in that guy and he was terrible. And I mean, and then Whatchcott was just he couldn't even toss the ball anywhere. But I mean, does Miami maybe make a play for Trey? Or
that's a good point. I did not think about Trey Lance potentially going to Miami.
If I would try to move Tua right now because I mean I just don't.
I mean, what do new GMs and new head coaches usually do? They bring in their own guy, right? Well, what does Miami have in the last 2 years? A new GM and a new head coach. Why would you want to deal with a quarterback that you have no attachments to, you have no ties to? Wes, I did not see that one coming. That's a valid point.
Yeah, and just because Tua is also he's damaged goods, man. I just don't know how long he's gonna last. So you gotta have a backup plan. And it's got to be a pretty decent plan, especially when you have the weapons you have on offense. So anybody should have a good shot at it.
So I'm pulling up the depth chart right now, and it's Mike White. Remember? Does anybody remember that name, Mike White?
From West Virginia.
Right? I mean, well, let's look it up now that you said it.
West Kentucky.
Western Kentucky. Well, he was close. He had a W and it had a V in there somewhere.
He's actually drafted in 2018 in the 5th round by Dallas.
Well, the reason that's important, that's a good aspect. It's good tie-in. We're going to start calling James not 35 West. But the Dallas tie is good for the show. But last year, who was the prominent quarterback for the Jets? It was Mike White. Because what did the MILF Hunter get in trouble for? Or what did he get hurt with? He had injuries and he just couldn't play the game, right? Out there seeing ghosts. Why do you think Aaron Rodgers is now in New York? Now Mike White.
What did the Jets do with the MILF Hunter?
Oh, he's being taught right now. He's getting a master class in how to play quarterback by Aaron Rodgers. You better believe that.
Really?
You better believe
that. Because I didn't think Aaron Rodgers was that kind of guy.
Oh, listen, Aaron went to go to do two things. Aaron went to go win a Super Bowl, and Aaron went to go get paid. And that team is so damn loaded. I did not want to get on this topic, but we can get there because I know it's going to piss off James. But what I'm trying to say is that I think Aaron Rodgers is on a – I'm just going to say it. I'm going to go ahead. Where's the money jar at? Because I'm about to put it in there. Aaron Rodgers is on a fuck you tour. He's on a fuck you tour against Green Bay and Gutekunst. And I think it's more against Gutekunst than anything. I think he loves Green Bay. I think he loves the fans. I think he loves the people. I think he loves a lot of the personnel, especially the day-to-day people who are, in the lunchroom, who are cleaning things up, who are washing the maintenance guys, facility guys. I think he loves those guys. But Brian Gutekunst, I think he's waiting to put a big middle finger up in the air as soon as he does what he needs to do in New York. And it's going to piss a lot of people off, right? Get it. But who's offense coordinator right now for the Jets? Anybody remember?
No.
Who was offense coordinator in Green Bay when Aaron had back-to-back MVPs? James?
I forgot his name, but dang it.
Come on, James.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank.
Go ahead, man. Just tell us.
All right. It's Nathaniel Hackett. All right, guys. Nathaniel Hackett was Aaron Rodgers' offense coordinator. How old is Hackett? Hackett's 41 years old. Aaron's going to be 40. These dudes are going to be like brothers. Maybe he's a little older than 41. But they're going to be like brothers. And all that defense has to do is do what they do on defense. Take care of the ball, turn the ball over, get sacks. Aaron Rodgers is going there. He's going to bring in Randall Cobb. He's going to bring in Lazard, and he's going to teach Garrett Wilson and a couple other. I think who else is in there? Kid he got drafted by the Titans. He played at like Western Kentucky too. Forgot who it was. You know who would know? Freight would know. That's who would know. But my point is that this team, I think, offensively, and then we can't forget about Breece Hall, right? Can't forget about Breece Hall, offensive line. I think that's where they're weakest. I think that's where the Jets are the weakest is offensive line. Mekhi Becton's kind of letting me down right now, but maybe he'll get his act together. Aaron Rodgers. If I had $1,000, I would love to know what the odds are for him to win MVP. It's got to be like plus 12,000, maybe 20. We'll look at the odds in the break and just see what they are. I'd put $1,000 on Aaron Rodgers to win MVP and just see what it paid out. Plus 12 grand, big money.
I'm not putting 1,000. I'll put 100.
Okay, $100. So you walk away with $1,200.
I ain't no high roller like you.
Yeah, you walk away with $1,200. If you put Nathaniel Hackett, Aaron's probably teaching the game plan from the top of the stairs in their, facility, swanked out facilities too. Been watching some behind the scenes of their facilities.
So you think Aaron Rodgers is changing his ways?
No, I think Aaron Rodgers is petty as hell. I think Aaron Rodgers is pissed off that Gutekunst was trying to move him whenever he was doing his little 3 or 4 days of darkness. And I think whenever he came out of it and he heard about them shopping Aaron around is really what Aaron decided, all right, cool. I'm going to go do 2 more years, and I'm going to do my dance and see what happens. I'll take my chances against Patrick. I'll take my chances against Josh, Tua, Mac. I'll take my chances against the AFC because you better believe if Aaron Rodgers comes out of the AFC, he is going to whip the dog shit out of the NFC, whoever that is. Bless you. He's going to whip the dog shit out of him. And you know it. The only team that may give them trouble is maybe Philly, but I think people are going to have Jalen Hurts' number this year. This sophomore year campaign, he got paid. They're going to have – Dan Quinn's going to have something special for him. You better believe it. These defense coordinators ain't going to let people – bro, look. That little scrum 1 yard quarterback sneak, that ain't happening no more. That joke, that stuff has got to be done. And if it's not stopped, then I'm gonna blame and I'm gonna hang out to dry Dan Quinn all day long. I'm just gonna let it be known. That shit happens. We watched game 1 against Philly. They start doing that quarterback sneak for 4 yards, 3 yards, getting first downs. I am going to be on here ranting and raving, talking all kinds of nonsense about Dan Quinn. You had one job. You addressed it in the draft. You cannot stop a quarterback sneak, is what you're telling me. You better go find a new job. See, Wes, you got me started so early, bro. Why?
Yeah, because you done went somewhere else, man. The whole reason we were talking about Aaron Rodgers.
I know,
and I just remember a little while ago when the Green Bay Packers drafted Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers. I thought he was kind of like, oh, I'm not here to be a coach, kind of attitude towards Jordan Love.
Yeah, but the dynamic is different, though. Aaron came in. See, they drafted the MILF Hunter to be their guy. And then they said, we need to find that audio. Remember when Zach said, oh, if any quarterback comes in here, I'm not going to teach them. I'm not going to assist them. He said the same shit Aaron said. But this time, it's Aaron coming in. You're telling me you're not going to learn from arguably the best thrower in the game has ever seen potentially? I think Patrick will surpass Aaron. But right now, Aaron's arguably the best thrower of the ball we've ever seen. You're not going to learn from him at all? What, a 4-time MVP, James? 4-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl winner, back to back. Come on.
I'm just telling you what the MILF Hunter, the way he was acting, and you had Aaron Rodgers when they drafted Jordan Love in Green Bay. They both were acting like I don't have time for this big brother, or the master teaching the student type relationship between each other. So that's what I'm just saying. It seemed like when Aaron Rodgers was coming over there, it seemed like MILF Hunter was a little angry and he ain't got no time for that. And he was like basically checking out A-Rod's mom.
You know what it is? Hey man, easy with the mom. Hey, but let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what, I know you were looking. I get it. You in that age range. I get it. But listen, what I'm trying to really say is Zach had that act right. When Aaron came in, he put everybody on notice. I bet you all the teammates that were in that locker room went and told Zach, you're going to have some act right and you're going to put some respect on that man's name coming in here doing what he's going to do. And if you're not, then we're all going to turn against you and you will be out of this building, basically. So to me, it's real smart. Learn from Aaron. Show the man his due respect. You ain't done shit in this league. All you did is bagged a couple of hotties. Cool. Jimmy Garoppolo been there, done that. I'm just saying. All right? Long story short, show the man some respect. Maybe you need to go do a little 3 days of darkness by yourself and figure it out. Go puke your brains out. That's what they say. I don't know. I never done it. Don't do drugs, kids. Just saying.
Yes. Just say no.
810. What's up to everybody? Hey, I'm getting messages. People are figuring out we're back on the internet waves. Is that what we call them? Is that what they are? The interwebs, as they say. Like Richard Rollins says, he said interwebs. I'm like, that's how you know you're dating yourself. You're like, it's like, you mean the internet? Like, no, man, the interwebs. I was like, dude, it's not 1994.
We need some comments in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Say hello in the comments. Y'all blowing up my phone. I don't know what it is. What's wrong, Wes?
Chilling with a celebrity, Wes.
Nah, man, y'all the celebrities. Everybody's asking where y'all at.
Wes is a former pro athlete.
Semi-pro athlete. I'm a semi-pro athlete.
How you're checking out your beard in the credits there. How much how it used to be dark.
Bro, it was dark, right? I mean, we also had like a lot more poor quality cameras. Now we got some decent cameras. They're not great, but they're decent. You can see all this, man. I need to go to a salon or somebody. Hey, somebody out there, y'all send me like some information about where I could get this, like, you know, cleaned up. Not clean, but like colored up, you know. Get a look at
Dude, just go to the Walgreens, man. Get you a Just for Men black. And just
bro, knowing me, I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be purple. That's my
pretty
luck.
Cool.
No, that would look. I would shave. Be like, Paul, why'd you shave? Turn my beard purple. They're like, what?
I think you're light.
Shit. They're like, hey man, you want to be Grimace for Halloween or what? Just let us know. You ain't got. And know it's his birthday. I heard everybody doing all that. Hashtag no free ads, man. I'm dancing on that line, James. Dancing on that line. That's how Grimace laughs too. I forgot how to do this, fellas. I forgot how to transition. I'm over here like, what are we gonna do next?
Oh, man,
Wes, what are we doing next? What are we talking about next?
Man, I think we should take a little break. Maybe get our thoughts together, and then we can come back and start talking about some college football.
Hey,
I'm excited about college football.
I'm pretty stoked about it too. I'm kind of stoked about the Bobcats this year. They got a new coach. I know we weren't gonna talk about the Bobcats probably that much, but dude, they got a brand. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk about some.
Well, they got the kid from Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta get that dude in the open field, man.
Just got.
He's gonna outrun everybody.
As long as he gets a lane, he'll be off.
Yeah, he gets a lane. That dude's gone.
All right, guys, give us a few minutes. We're going to get into a quick break. Give us 5. We'll come back and get into look at that silhouette, man. Looking all right. Doing the right things now. Eating the right kinds of foods, baby. Oh, I'm just kidding. Look at Wes. Wes is dying over there. That's what you do. You got to make yourself a little more smaller in that silhouette. Still big, boy. Still big over here. Still big. All right, guys. Give us a few minutes. We'll be back.
It's gonna get worse, Wes. Wait till he starts posting selfies.
Shoot.
That's when we know that he's really getting.
I'll be stunning in that gym, baby. You better watch out, baby. They better put up 2 big signs: no selfies in the gym bathroom. No selfies.
Yeah, man. You have to come up here. Me, you, and Tony working out at the gym.
Tony, I'm gonna walk in. Hey, Tony, you're looking good, Tone. Looking good, brother. You still got it. 33 all day. Let's go. All right, now that's enough of me.
Oh, shit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get back into it. College football time. Big. I mean, we're really not that far away. We're about, 54 days, 56 days, something like that, away from college football's return. Wes, what you looking forward to this coming up season, man? What's your biggest outlook for the 2023 college football season?
Just ready for it to be here, ready for the weather to be cool, and just ready for the whole, the pageantry of college football. Watching, waking up to game day or watching Big Saturday.
Yeah. Big Noon Saturday.
That kind of stuff, man, really gets me excited. Going out, hanging out, watching multiple games at a time. And seeing the big upsets and the crowd going wild, man. That's always fun to do. Seeing kids rush the field. But it might be a rough season for the Razorbacks.
You think so? Even with Jefferson coming back?
It's got to be. It's going to be a tough month. They got to go through some rough games. And I think they start off on the road basically the first month of the conference play. So it's going to be tough, man.
Could you see me vibing right there? Da 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 da. I
mean, I guess you're because it's the Longhorns, huh?
Oh,
really.
I think the Horns are going to do just fine outside of Bama. I think they'll be just fine outside of Bama. If they pull the upset in Tuscaloosa, if they pull the upset in Tuscaloosa, prime time, ABC, it is going to be bonkers. Then they'll probably lose next week to Texas Tech. I'm just saying. That's just the way Texas does business. But if they pull an upset over Bama in week 1, jeez. You can hear it now. We're back. Everybody's going to say it. We're back. It's like, dude, you didn't beat anybody. It's week 1. Y'all were celebrating early last year. Whenever you had Bama, you had them up, and then they came back, and Bryce Young did his thing. That's what I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. It's great when these two types of powerhouses play each other, and I think they're just getting ready, warmed up for the 2024 season when Arch can lead the Longhorns. Arch looking jacked, by the way. That dude's
they're gonna have some big schools coming into Austin.
Oh yeah,
that next season.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want to get like Florida and Georgia coming to Austin. That's huge.
Florida, Georgia, and then it's gonna. I want to know when it's like solidified, when like the schedule comes out. Like it's gonna be like what day, what time, because it's just gonna be. You might have to just block off. You might just have to block off, what is that, 15th Street? No, maybe even 12th. Everything west of 35 from on 12th north, all the way to like probably 19th Street, maybe 20th. You'd have to block everything off. You might even have to go all the way to Lamar. Just block it all off. It's people just going to park. People are going to park and they're going to walk, or they're going to park somewhere. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolute bonkers. Did you go to the tailgate last year? I would have loved to see. Oh yeah, I would have. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna be at my fantasy football weekend, but I would have loved to see what the tailgating was like last year when Alabama came into town. It had to have been just nuts, right? Oh, yeah. And then you're gonna have these teams like Georgia comes in, Florida.
Smoking gators.
Would you eat that? Would you eat that?
Gator?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Would you, James?
What is it?
Would you eat smoked gator, like gator meat?
I'd try it.
You would try it?
Yeah.
I would eat it. Yeah. They say the hams, which is that back leg quarter. They say like that's the best part of the gator. I don't know. Never eaten it.
The hand?
Hams?
Oh, the hams.
Yeah, the hams. HAMS.
Let's say his hand.
Well, I mean that could be too. I don't know.
I'd try it.
I'd eat it. I'd eat that. I mean, look at me.
But they serve it like in its like. Does it look like it looks like?
Still in its.
Yeah, it looks like
you're roasting a pig, right? You're just roasting the gator.
I don't know, man.
Why? You want to see that gator? Just take a big hunk and just cut
it up.
What's the difference?
I don't want to cut it up. I want it done for me.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference.
American. It's true though. I get it. But I would definitely like it. If I had my just pull out my knife and just cut me off a piece. Oh yeah. This thing I think it'd be delicious.
I guess if it was like tender, I don't want to have to be there like hacking at it, you know.
Oh yeah.
Looks like some pretty tough skin.
No, there wouldn't be any skin on it.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it would just be the meat, the muscle. I'd take a big old cut me off a little piece there on a cracker, dude. Shout out to Steph Cracker. I like that guy. I like his content.
He was over there in New Braunfels not too long ago.
Yeah, he was at the what's that jet ski place? Hashtag no ad.
Texas.
Yeah. Hashtag. There you go. Good job, James.
I went there one time a while back. That's the only reason.
I bet that would be extremely fun.
I went over 10 years ago, and it was like I didn't really do like the whole like college party stuff like that, but there was a lot of like I guess like frat dudes and like chicks there, and it was just like a pretty nice little party.
Brads and Chads.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, believe it. Absolutely. Brads and Chads.
Brads and Chads.
It's all good. We need them. We need them out here. Wes is one. He doesn't like to admit it, but he's
a frat boy.
He's a frat boy. Yeah, look at him. Look.
He looks like a frat boy.
Look at him.
What?
Look at you.
What? Come on,
bro.
man. I am not.
You got the earring going on. You got the little flow in the back.
I have friends with them. I'm friends with everybody.
Trucker hat rocking.
Not,
what does your shirt say?
Whatever.
What does your shirt say?
Huh?
What does your shirt say?
Oh, you big dummy.
Yeah, see. He just a HBCU frat dude. That's all. That's the only difference. You just a frat dude with a HBCU.
Is that a Target shirt?
What?
Is that a Target shirt?
Man, you ask me these questions like I know where I get my shirts.
Nah, man. There ain't no there ain't no rainbow on it. It ain't from Target.
Oh yeah, true.
There ain't no rainbow on it.
I'm not touching. Man.
Oh, Wes don't ever like to touch anything. He's like, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch that.
I
Come on, bro.
Say it like that either.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Just saying. It's all good. It's okay. James over here.
All right. Anyway.
Hey man, you talked.
Always, man. You gotta go with a ride with Paul, man. You country folks, man. Because I remember back in the day as a kid, you just go for a ride. You know, you get you a couple of cold ones, and you just go ride through the country. Because that's where you be taking us sometimes. Like we're on the right road, and then we throw Paul one subject, and we just. We were about to run by somebody else's house. We got to see what's up with old girl.
That's right. That's exactly what we're doing. We gonna get to the destination, but we got a couple of detours. Then we're gonna get off the beaten path. Next thing you know, you're gonna be picking up Keystone Lights on that gravel road. I'm just saying. You're gonna Leonard Skinner's gonna be blaring out the back. Don't let it fool you now. Don't let him fool you.
I thought we'd be jamming Gary Clark.
Gary Clark's dope too. I like Gary. My favorite song right now of his is Highway 71. Gary, if you're listening, man, that's a fantastic song.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, I'm sure. So is Rogan. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Just saying. I'm being all condescending. One day they may watch it and be like, this asshole. No, not really. What are you looking at, Wes? What's going on over there? You got neighbors?
I knocked at the door. That's
what I was asking. You got company or what?
I don't know, man. Ain't nobody calling me, so if they don't call, I don't open the door.
That's smart man right there. That's a smart man. I don't know who you been talking to.
Right.
I'm just saying. All right, guys, let's get back into the college football spirit a little bit more. It's going to be a rough road for the Hogs. I think that's going to be true. I think the Longhorns have a tough go against Alabama week 1. They can pull it out. I'm really concerned with the fallout. I wouldn't say it's fallout, but I think a lot of Longhorns fans are going to get ahead of themselves if they do beat Alabama week 1. It doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't even guarantee that you're going to get into the college football playoff. Are we excited about the college football playoff expanding in a couple of years? Do we like that going to 12 teams, or should it have been a gradual ramp up? Wes, what do you think?
I don't know, man. It just really is. Yeah, you could be excited about it, but it seems like you always have one or two teams that are really going to be about it. So it's going to be rough to see you know, to see if those games you bring in those extra games is just going to be, the top teams just just bad games, getting beat 55 to 10. So it's going to be interesting to see if you can have competitive games when what are they going to 12?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 12. My biggest concern is that all the at-large teams, like the teams who basically, if you're not a conference champion, those spots are just going to be filled with SEC teams. I mean, it's kind of, I think that defeats the whole purpose of this. And that's why I was kind of, if it's going to be anything, it's going to be a ramp up, or it's got to be like seeded based off of like strength of schedule. But then we start getting into like the objective, analyzed criteria of like what's going to put you in there, because we had a computer system with the BCS. If any of y'all are old enough to remember, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us are, remember how flawed the BCS was. And then it was like people just running up scores. And then now it's like more humans are kind of taking, the data and analyzing it and putting it into a committee form, and then, giving you a ranking from there. Now it's like, well, how objective are these people really going to be? Like, what interests do they have? Like, what biases are they going to be able to apply whenever they make that decision? And so for me, it's really difficult to have a combination of like a computer and a human who is going to take into consideration their bias so that they put into certain school. Like maybe, and then you can't have fans, right? Because fans get too emotional. But who are these people? They're fans of a certain team. And if they try to be objective, they're probably not going to be. So it's a really tough situation. That's what I'm just saying. Like, maybe we just have a tournament style. And then it's like, okay, well, if we have a tournament, then what's the regular season? Isn't that a tournament? Some people can make that argument too. Long story short is, Nick Saban always says that he goes, the best teams need to play the best teams. Well, damn it, they're all in the SEC. So maybe the schools and the leagues around the SEC need to start plucking those coaches. Or maybe y'all need to start forming better recruiting pipelines into those schools, into Texas, into Alabama, into Georgia, into Florida. Because right now, I mean, SEC has a cornerstone or a corner of the market for all of those athletes and coaches. And it's just, what is iron going to do? Iron's going to sharpen iron, right? So all those players are going to get better because they go against each other. All those coaches are going to get better because they go against each other. And they're not going to want to leave because they're going to want to get an SEC job so they get paid loads and loads of money. Or you could just be Urban Meyer and fraternize with co-eds at your bar and put your hands in places where it shouldn't be. Then you just get a gig on Fox and you pretty much pretend like nothing happened because you wear these like aviator shades and nobody thinks about it.
Man, hey, what happened? What happened with your boy in Northwestern?
Yeah, apparently some inhumane hazing occurred. I don't know. Allegedly, let me put that word out there. Allegedly.
So you don't know what the hazing was?
I haven't looked at the story enough to give you like a good deep dive into it. But if the words inhumane hazing are coming up, it cannot be good. Not even close. But here's my concern with this, and this is my concern. Who was the university that led the charge for NIL? Who was the university that who took the first steps to try to unionize collegiate sports? Who was the university who tried to pass legislations through the courts so that players could get compensated off their names and likeness? Anybody know what that university is? No.
Northwestern.
It's Northwestern. That's right. It's Northwestern. So isn't it ironic that Northwestern is now being investigated and there's reports coming out of inhumane hazing? I'm just saying, follow the paper trail, folks. Let's look at the whole story. Let's just not look at the headline today. I'm not saying what this dude did was correct. I'm not saying if it was morally right or immorally right, but all I know is that you start looking at all this information and then years later, this story comes out of alleged inhumane hazing. So you're telling me the university who was bucking the power structure of the oligarchs of college sports is now being investigated for some kind of inhumane hazing, allegedly? Sounds kind of fishy. Sounds kind of crazy. Shout out to Linda Joyce with Northwestern.
So they're fired.
Is that what they reported?
Yeah.
Did they fire him or did he walk down? Did he step down?
It says Pat Fitzgerald fired as Northwestern football coach.
Fired.
Hazing scandal. That's from USA Today 2 hours ago.
Crazy, right? I'm just saying. I want y'all to make up. I want y'all to make up your own minds, but it sure seems fishy.
I mean, then your boy Bobby Huggins in college basketball.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what's up with that dude. He's saying he was fired for.
Nobody can get this dude a damn Uber. The university can't get him an Uber. He didn't put it in his contract to have a driver. The university couldn't put a driver on salary. Is that what you're telling me? Now, he said some wild stuff the week before on the radio show. I'm just saying. It's like Joyce said. It's never an individual act. True that. True that, ma'am. It's never one item. But damn it, either Huggins' agent is dog shit for not putting some kind of rider on his contract, or he's just just flat out dumb. And I'm sorry, you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're that stupid with your lifestyle, or maybe he just decided to get himself out of the situation. He's like, how can I get myself fired so that I don't have to deal with this anymore? He already made all his money. I'm sure he's not going to get the rest of the contract, but I'm sure he's made millions before this.
I think he's trying to sue him, though.
Well, that's his own damn fault. Should have kept his mouth shut. There's certain things you want to talk about, and there's some things you just don't want to talk about. Well, homeboy got caught up in locker room talk on the radio. Those dudes in my opinion, those dudes on the radio straight up set this dude up. They're like, watch, Huggins is going to come in here, he's going to start talking shop, and then we're going to get him to say something crazy. And they did. Yeah. They really got it.
What show is that?
Yeah.
It's not even worth repeating. It's just a radio show in West Virginia.
Oh, okay, I see that.
Yeah. We don't need any attention from them. But I mean, if y'all want that smoke, just saying. Wes got it.
Yeah.
Wes got it.
Take you all the way to 35.
I'll just take you on the back road. That's all I got. We're going to pick up some keystones and put you on the back road.
Imagine, like, we have some guy on here to, like, debate something with Wes, and then he just ends up talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
What if it was Jerry Jones? Who could out-talk Jerry Jones about the Cowboys? Wes Washington. That's who could out-talk. He would give – you know what? They would disagree. They would disagree about talking about the same thing. They would talk about they would talk about the same thing.
First of all, let's remember how this all began. Do we not remember how this began?
How did it begin?
How did we? Why did you want me to start talking with you? What did you want me to come do?
Spice it up.
You wanted me to come talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right.
And that's how our love story, our bromance, and began.
It's a wonderful one too. It's a wonderful
romance. So now you're just tired of it. You just you're tired of the acts. You're tired of the BS. But that's how I feel about the Dallas Cowboys. And you notice that I don't do it that much anymore. Why? Because they have hurt me.
How did they hurt you, Wes?
Anyway,
how did they hurt you? How they hurt you, Wes? Tell me how they hurt you, man. I'm just curious. You sure clapping it up for him right now?
Because last season, you only have a few more days of that left.
Until we get a new.
So you know what? That is last season stuff. Let's move on.
So you're telling me we'll get to find a new one, is what you're saying? You're gonna be at that Dallas Cowboy game one of these days, and they're gonna remember you. They're gonna be like, remember that dude in that cowboy fit? Remember how he was looking real professional, looking like he was a part of the franchise? And he was out there clapping it up for the Dallas Cowboys. We need to find him again. We're going to put him on international television. Right. You better watch out, Wes. You're going to mess around and find a job with the Dallas Cowboys. Keep it up.
Man, I got a good question for you, dude. Who do you think is going to be this coming up here is TCU? I mean, who's going to be that team to come out of nowhere in college football?
That's a good question. That's a good. You want to know who I think it is? Real talk? Real talk? I think it's going to be UTSA. I think it's going to be the Roadrunners.
I mean, I know a lot of people would be behind them. I know it'd get to say that. I I'd definitely be more excited for that than I would if, say, Texas was good. Of course,
Oh, you don't think Texas is going to win the Big 12?
They have to.
Yeah, they have to. Yes, absolutely. But I'm just curious. Do you have any doubt they will not?
Is there any chance if they don't that your boy is still the coach next year?
Ooh, that's a good one. We did tease this one last year about this time, about what he has to do in 2023. If he doesn't win the Big 12, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem, I think, for Texas. The hard question is where do you go from him? Who would you bring? Are you going to go get Urban? Is that what you're going to do? Because Urban's been real flirty. Urban's been real flirty and real complimentary of Texas lately.
Do you want Urban?
No, I don't think Texas.
Really,
I don't think
you
Texas.
Want Urban?
Absolutely not.
In Austin?
Absolutely not. You do not.
Urban's going to be on Dirty Six.
Bro, absolutely. Absolutely. No glove. Dirty Six, no glove. All day. They gonna start. He's gonna take up the moniker Big Nasty. You gonna have to bless him. I'm just saying, you're gonna have to bless him with it. You know dang well.
There's a reason I retired Big Nasty.
Thank God. That's all I gotta say. Thank God.
But man, you know what? If I look in the Big 12, dude, you know who I like?
Who's that?
I like your boys Tech.
I think Tech's gonna do great. Yeah, I agree.
Because I see maybe Texas coming off of, like you said, you're talking about them beating Bama.
Yep.
And then coming back and there's Texas Tech. So
watch out for them. And what did Texas Tech do last year when Texas came off that hangover? They were just limping. They couldn't get it right. Urban could not. I'm not Urban. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Sark could not play defense, right? And they decided to learn how to play a little defense last year because Gary Patterson was there. Well, Gary's not there anymore. Do you think they're going to be able to keep that same intensity? They can keep the schematic, they can keep the strategy all day long. But Jack, if you ain't got the right man, if you ain't got the right person at the helm, it ain't gonna matter. I'm sorry, it's just not. You can have the 5 stars, the 4 stars all damn day, develop them all damn day. But if you don't have that right person to get every ounce of athleticism out of that player, it ain't gonna matter. Overshown's gone. What's that? The defensive back? I'm sorry, I think the defensive back's a liability outside of maybe Jahdae Barron. Outside of Jahdae, they're all right now kind of suspect. And I'm just gonna leave it right there.
What? Oh, this is Texas, dude. They got something. You know, they're just like Alabama, basically. They just reload.
We'll see. They've been reloading for a long time, and they ain't been back for the dance since 2009. It's been a long hiatus.
And they're not even starting your boy.
Who?
Arch.
They don't need to. They need to redshirt Arch. Let him get in 3 games, 4 games, keep his red shirt, and then he comes back. Let him keep his red shirt, and then keep him moving. Bro.
What?
Yes.
I thought this is like,
2024. I've been saying it since the beginning. 2024 is the year of Arch. It's 2024. It ain't now.
All right. I've heard so much about this kid.
Yeah, that's great because he's a Manning. I got it. Wes, what's going to happen when Peyton's son is 18 at a university? What's going to happen? It's going to be even bigger than this.
Well, I mean, what was Peyton doing as a freshman?
Where, at Tennessee?
Yeah.
Getting lit up. That's what he was doing.
But on the field?
Oh, yeah.
So this dude's had more hype than Peyton. Why? What was Eli doing this freshman year?
I don't think Eli started his freshman year.
He didn't start?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think Eli started.
All right.
But here's the thing. You don't have the riches. Peyton didn't have one of the top quarterbacks in front of him when he went to Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's a lot different, right? It's a lot different. And that's why I'm saying the expectations for him is just because his last name's Manning. If he wasn't a Manning, he may be a 3-star recruit. I'm just gonna put it just like that.
How much time are you giving to play good? I mean,
who, Quinn?
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers beats Alabama last year if he doesn't get hurt by himself.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
He got hurt, right? Woulda. Did he get hurt? Yes or no?
Oh my God! We might as well go back to, hey, if
yes, Colt McCoy doesn't get hurt, they beat Alabama too. You're right. We were all there, Wes. We watched the game. We saw what happened.
Let it go, bro.
I'm not trying to. Let's talk about the facts.
It's like we talking about Dan's caught it. Let it go.
You know what you can't let go? You can't let go of the Tony Dorsett years. You can't let go of the Emmitt Smith years. That's what you can't let go. So come with me, kumbaya. Let's let it go. Be like Elsa. Just saying.
All right. But I'm just saying. Anyway.
He's just saying, but anyway, right?
Also, dude, I like Wisconsin as another dark horse.
Yeah, Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin.
Because they're going to switch up the offense. They're going to more of a air raid spread offense. So that's I think a big change for Wisconsin, because Wisconsin, I mean, it's seemed to have been I don't know how long been running back university.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's good.
I want to see. Yeah. And then next year, what's going to happen to the Big Ten? USC,
UCLA.
Oof. Man,
I mean, are they just gonna? Are they gonna have? Are you gonna see like basically where 1 week? I think they should have, like they do in basketball, where they have the ACC Big Ten Challenge, but you're gonna do it Big Ten SEC, and basically that week, all the teams in the SEC are gonna match up against a team in the Big 10 or Big 12 or whatever it's going to be called. And that week, it'd just be a great week of football that whole day.
Who's going to
guys?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. But who's going to take the licks? Who's going to take the licks of if you're coming in, let's say you're USC and you're coming in ranked 9th and Clemson's coming in ranked 15th. You really does Clemson or does USC really want that smoke that early? I don't think so.
Well, I was saying it's Clemson's ACC.
What did you say?
But I'm saying it's going to be Big 12, Big 10, whatever it's going to be, Big 10 versus SEC.
Oh, my fault. Okay, better argument. Does USC want to see Georgia? Absolutely not.
But it's going to be great football.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can just get the conferences to sign up. You can have Alabama, Ohio State in the regular season,
bro. We kind of get that right now with Texas and Alabama the last 2 years. But you got to have the presidents and you got to have the leagues who have the stones to get that done. You got to have them, bro. Because if you don't have them, that deal ain't getting done. And it's all about money. We get that. It's all about the cash. But at the same time, you want to take that L that early? You think Alabama or Texas in week 2 wants an L that early?
Dude, if you're expanding the playoffs, you get 12 teams in, why not do it now?
But this year it ain't happening that.
Why you don't want to do it before?
Right.
You're talking about you get 12 teams in now.
Okay, good point. Good point.
You why not? If that's your one loss, and then if you only lose one more, if you lose one more in conference, I think you're still a team. So you're a 2-loss team with a loss to the Big Ten and one team in the SEC. You telling me you're not in the hunt for the 12, or you should be in the 12?
I think you should be in the 12, especially if you're a conference champ. If you come out of your conference with 2 L's and you're the conference champion, which means 1 loss outside of conference play, 1 loss in conference play, you should come out the champ. You should be seated high enough. I think that's a fair point.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's coming. I already talked to my dude. He already said.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Wes. I just need you to facilitate those kind of deals for PRS, and we can start getting comfortable around here.
Well, that's why your boy Damon Irvin, dude. He's got the contacts.
I know.
But you don't want to put your name on anything this guy does because he ain't all there.
Well,
but
see, you want to know why he gets to run like that? You want to know why? Because he runs with Jerry, and when you run with Jerry, you got access to Jerry's lawyers. You see what I'm saying? And apparently, Jerry's lawyers make stories go away that were big news 6 months ago, and now you ain't even hearing anything about any kind of payments to anybody, right? All that went away magically. I'm just saying, if you got Jerry's kind of lawyers, things get to go away.
But that's what all the owners in the NFL.
True that. Robert Kraft.
Look how long it took. Look how long it took for him to get rid of Dan Snyder.
He ain't gone yet either, bro. He's not really gone.
But I'm just saying, it takes a long time to do it, though. Because the NFL owners, man, it doesn't take the NBA because it's a players' league.
Yeah.
You gone, you know.
Yeah, because they put that pressure.
Yeah. You know, because it's a players' league. But
Facts.
Robert Kraft, when was the last time you heard about Robert Kraft and that happy ending?
Last time I heard about Robert Kraft, he was dancing with Cardi B. That's all I heard. That's all I'm saying. He got fresh dunks on jamming out with Cardi B. That's the last time I heard about him.
He is always hanging out with rappers, isn't he?
Bro,
that's strange.
Is
that strange?
Maybe. Is it strange? Think about it. Is it?
I guess. Because I bet you Robert Kraft, he get that sticky of the ickiest. I bet that's why the rappers be hanging out with him.
I don't think he's worried. I don't think Robert Kraft is worried about anything that's sticky right now. That's probably That's probably a poor choice of words.
The icky. I learned that from Rick.
Wes, it went over your head. I get it. It's because you're sipping on that gin and juice right now, right?
I ain't nobody sipping on gin, man. People who drinks gin anymore. You know why you drank gin and juice? Because you were in you heard the song. You were still young. I have not ordered a gin and tonic or gin and anything in ever.
We need to get you to the Sapphire. That's what we need to do. We need to get you to the Sapphire.
Nah.
Hashtag no ad.
I'm not. If I do a martini, I'm doing vodka.
No, you missed it again. It's all right. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Give us a few minutes. We'll come back, get off the rails a little bit. It's getting late, 9 o'clock. I'm old now, so you can see my beard. I go to sleep early now, so I'm going to try to get us out of here in 30 minutes. We'll be back. All
right, Wes, I'll send you a call. That feels good.
Welcome back, folks. Time to get off the rails. This part of the show is where pretty much do what we want, say what we want, within reason. Because, you know, Wes doesn't like to touch things that are sticky, apparently. I don't know.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, okay, good. My guy, back at it. In the mix. DJ. Have you ever been a DJ, Wes? You have a good DJ. DJ Wes in the mix.
It was DJ
J
Boogeyman.
Dub in the mix.
Boogeyman.
You're the boogeyman? Okay. All right. Big nasty boogeyman.
DJ Big Nasty Boogeyman.
DJ Big Nasty Boogeyman. For all your late night hits, tune in to PRS
DJ.
DJ Big
Did you have
Nasty.
what are those things called? What are they called? Backdrops or?
I don't know.
Did you have one of those, Wes?
Did I have a backdrop?
Let's see.
Yeah, like one of those. You know how they push that little thing and then it like says their like DJ name. It's like DJ.
Oh, a drop?
Yeah, a drop. Yeah.
I didn't have that, man. I wasn't very smooth. That was terrible. The reason I'm not still DJing.
Okay.
Off.
I could see it.
Yeah. I played some jams, but it was just like, hey, there's somebody's car parked in the wrong section. I need you to move that.
That makes even more sense. DJ Big Nasty.
If you have any requests, there's a line over here.
Your boogeyman.
The fajitas will be served at 2:30 in the rear area.
The champagne room.
Like, that was basically all I said. Other than that, you know, I just played the songs. Like, okay, now it's time to cut the cake.
Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
I had no spice to me.
I don't know how. You got a little flavor. I think you would be all right.
And
You just gotta own it.
I don't know what it was, dude. I was just because like, you know, a lot of times I know what it is. It's just when some dudes, when they DJ, they talk too much, and it's like, oh, dude, shut up. So I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want people saying, like, man, will this dude shut up?
All right.
I mean, how many times are you at the
Glitter Factory? The Glitter Factory.
Yeah. And you're like, man, I wish this DJ would shut up, dude. I mean, you know, making his jokes that are not funny and stuff like that.
So let me answer your question.
You know, I'm hilarious.
So let me answer your question before you go off on a tangent. I can answer your question like this. I haven't been in a glitter factory long enough to have that realization. So how long have you been in a glitter factory to have that realization?
Oh man, come on, bro. Really?
Honestly.
I mean, this is just an attack, Wes.
You brought up the story.
We know. I done seen the inside of some
glitter factory
clubs. Let's just say some of the people in the comments might have been with me a couple of times.
Facts. Shout out. Shout out.
Hey man, you know what, dude? It's a good place to hang out, man. Because you know what? It's usually pretty peaceful in there because everybody's usually having a good time. I ain't been too many times unless you go to the ghetto ones. Usually, if you go to a nice flower shop, man, it's usually very peaceful. Everybody's in a good mood, man. And you know, you don't really go for the dances. You just go for the atmosphere.
Let me just chime in on this real quick. Let me chime in on this. Wes, this is how you know Wes's friends, his circle of friends is a lot different than my circle of friends because Wes calls these establishments flower shops, and I call them glitter factories. We're both saying the same thing, but married men probably have to say it a different way in a covert manner to where flower shop makes a whole lot more sense.
Well, we got another code word is 305.
Okay.
So 305. So let's say one of the places has the word house in the name. So when we say 305, I mean take it to the house. You know.
Okay.
It's like,
okay, Trick Daddy.
it's getting boring here.
Okay,
305. Let's take it to the house.
But James, do you get the flower shop? Do you get what? Do you get that reference?
The flower shop?
Yellow flowers. Yeah.
Do not.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that an old man type? Is that an old man?
No, just yellow flowers. Like the yellow rose of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a state flower.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now you get it right.
Gotcha.
Good job. Off the rails, folks. Tune in or get out.
I didn't say who it was.
I didn't say who it was either.
No.
I can read, Wes. I can read, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I can read. Yeah, I can see what's going on in the comments. Jeez. Just trying to back you up. You just like, oh, no.
She's many miles away. She can't find me.
305. Shit. You obviously haven't tested the right women. They will, and they can find you. They can find you.
Ooh, the shoe show. I wonder what that is. That's probably.
I don't want to know. I'm just going to stop right there. I don't want to know.
Stilettos.
Okay. Whatever people are into. This must be a covert thing between these two people.
Hey.
They're both typing and giggling at the same time without any kind of. See, there it goes. There's a giggle again. All right.
You guys are hilarious, man. I missed you, man. I missed y'all. It was crazy that we finally got to get together. That was pretty awesome, man. Hanging out with James. I don't know. James probably didn't feel the same way.
Yeah, dude.
I'm surprised I didn't fight.
He was not very excited. I thought he was gonna hug me when he opened the door, and he was basically,
you said
kind of gave me the Heisman.
You said you were gonna pick me up. I was waiting.
He was waiting.
Yeah.
That's true. It's very, very true.
I had my oxygen mask on. I was like, going up.
It's
Never
true.
happened.
That's just true. Elevator going up. Beam him up, Scotty. Scotty.
I didn't
Triangle.
seem that tall, did I?
Oh, I mean, you heard me whenever I opened the door. You heard my comment.
I forgot. What did you say?
I said, man, you're not even that tall. I thought you were taller.
Well, that's because on the porch, it's like 4 inches below the level that you are in the house. So you were really like 6 foot, and Wes was really like 6'3". So yeah, but then when he steps in the door frame or doorway, it's a lot different. I just came out with a knife in my hand, and Wes was like, "What's going on?" I was like, I was cutting meat. Just trying to be a good host.
Ooh.
Well, food was pretty. Food was all right.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was a good barbecue.
Yeah.
Word.
It's good.
So you made a brisket this past weekend, or was that the weekend before?
It was the weekend before the 4th. So yeah, and man, I got it. I've knocked out all of my mistakes. I knocked out all of my temperatures. I got it perfect. I got the timing. I got it all down. So yeah, I think next time. And I only use like one seasoning. Like it's a season all, like has everything in it. Not gonna say what it is.
How long do you usually smoke it for?
So this past weekend it was 11 pounds, and I smoked it 5 unwrapped, and then brought it in, wrapped it up 5 more.
You wrap it in butcher paper.
Butcher paper. Yep. Don't do foil. Don't do foil.
Why?
Comes out stringy.
Y'all was so gifted.
And I bought me a big like 18-inch slicing knife. Son,
sharpen it up before it was ready.
Oh yeah, when I got it back, I probably put like 1,000 strokes on one side, 1,000 on the other, and it was just good to go. And then I made 2 slabs of rib too. Now I tried to cut the ribs too early; they were still too hot. And so it didn't come out great, but dude, I smoked 2 racks of ribs, the brisket, all together.
How long did you smoke the ribs for?
5 hours. I did 3 unwrapped, and I did 2 wrapped.
Nice.
Bro, like butter. Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty good. That'll definitely get your mouth watering. I should probably do like I should probably film it one of these days. I've sent some things to y'all, but I got a nice little tripod. I should probably like, show how I do it like from beginning to end.
I can't cook for that long. You know why?
It's not hard.
I get too hungry.
It's not that hard though. You got to snack though, bro. You got to snack during the day. You got to hydrate.
And also, I live in a tiny apartment. You don't have that kind of equipment around here. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I do? I go to HEB. They got that, pre-prepared, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Throw some extra rub and stuff on there. Put it in there for an hour, dude. And I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I also learned.
I know it's not as good as when you take all that time and stuff like that. I know it's not as good, but it's basically like the Rudy's of bringing it home.
It's not a good thing to say out loud.
Yeah. I know for y'all because it's where y'all are from. That's what y'all do.
I know, and I wish people would quit moving here. That's what I wish. That's all I got to say about that. James, shut up,
dude. Everywhere is expensive now. You have to basically.
Not in my house.
Go to Wyoming or something like that.
So
everywhere is expensive.
So I did the math on this a couple of weekends ago. I was all in fuel, and I bought charcoal. I bought wood. I bought 2 things of wood. I bought the brisket. I bought the ribs, the seasoning, everything, butcher paper, all in. I was all in $100. All in. I did the math. Retail, $30 a pound for brisket, right? It's like, what is it? $31, $32 a pound for ribs. I went all in. I did $400 worth of smoked meat for $100.
Yeah.
Now it took me 10 hours. But damn it, family ate on it for like a week. Solid week.
I'm a man that lives alone. Just the little small brisket for me, HEB, even that's too much for me. I know you think I eat a lot, that I'm a very, person, but I can't eat that much brisket. At one point, dude, you just smoked out. You gotta have something different.
I can never be smoked out.
But usually, like once you get towards the end, what I usually try to do is I turn it into some chop, put some, sauce on it, and basically.
That's fair.
Do that for a little while, but after a while, man, you just like,
bros.
And for me,
I even had to learn how to do my strokes like against the grain on the beef. Like I was cutting it wrong, and then I watched a couple of videos, and I remember what do the guys do at the market? And I was like, you take that point, or you take that flat, and you put that bad boy on a corner, and it starts just against the grain. I'm like, damn. Cheat code right there. Because the first time, James didn't tell me. I don't know why he didn't tell me. But I learned, I was like, well, how are they cutting it? I would just start watching how they cut. And they were just like, I'm like, damn. Yeah. Then I got good. I got pretty good at identifying that line between the point and the flat. I can kind of see it now. Just come right down. I'm like, oh, yeah, I hit it right there. Just practice. It's just practice, right?
You're getting way too technical for me.
Sneaky link, bro. Don't worry about that. It's a sneaky link. Don't worry about that. I'll send you one. Maybe 2.
Let me get a plate next time.
Dude,
what I gotta do?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to I need to go buy one and give it to a few people in my circle, because I think I would love to get y'all's opinion of it. I thought it was too smoky this last time, but everybody who ate on it was like, no, man, it's perfect. Seasoned perfect. The seasoning, the flavor stayed with the meat for a week. It wasn't like, it wasn't like you reheat it and it fades, the flavor fades. Nah, bro. This one stayed with it the whole time.
You know what, man? That's all funny games, but I hate it that y'all talking this noise, but I don't get any of this. Like I said, I got to go to HEB, man, and I got to do that. So it hurts me I want some of that good loving. So next time I come into town, I'm like, is that one of them? See, I'm gonna.
The next time we have a show here, I need to make one. I need to buy a new cooker because the cooker I have, son, it's 3 years old and it's been out in the elements and it was only $100 when I bought it, so it is POS right now. So I need to get a new cooker.
PRS has a POS.
Shit, son, I got a couple.
Well, maybe I'll come down. We do when are we doing the PRS
fantasy, right?
Fantasy.
That's a good question because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be out of town the first and second week in September, and I'm going to be out the second to last weekend. So maybe mid-August. All right. On a Saturday. Dude out here double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
I had forgot. If it looked like I was giving you a blank stare, it's because I was like, "Who was champion last year?" And then I was like,
"Oh, it came back to you." Yeah, came back to you. Yeah, don't worry. Javier's already asked me. He's like, "Are we still doing the league this year?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, bro." He's like, "I'm trying to get that money." I go, "So is James." So is James.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. James lost on some BS, didn't he?
It was unfortunate.
It was. I mean, it could have been devastating.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was the hit.
I was gonna win.
Yeah,
I was gonna.
That
win.
was yeah.
That's true.
Was rough.
You would have won if they'd have played the game. You would have won.
Yeah, that was rough.
You gotta bring this shit up, man.
You were the one who had the blank stare, and I was like,
up,
"What is he?" I was gonna bring it up anyway, but yeah.
But you know how it takes me a while to get to catch up, and then when I finally caught up, I was like, "Oh man, I just,
he was plotting.
I should have shut up a
How
while."
pissed I was.
He was plotting. No, yeah, you were hot. You got paid.
Yeah, hey, good for him.
You got paid some.
Yeah, could have been worse.
Could have been better.
Yeah,
could have been better.
Oh, we also forgot to do our all-time greatest team.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
I think we need to make James do some homework.
Maybe we can do it maybe do it next week. Next week.
I don't know. We have to talk to James, see how much time he has. Are we going both sides of the ball, right?
I would say yes.
Huh?
You
James,
only really need like offensive guard and center. Everything else you should know.
I mean, we could throw out the format or whatever, you just do 2 offensive guards, and you said 2 guards, 2 tackles, and a center.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side of the ball, you do
2 DTs and 2 edges.
Okay. And then what are you doing linebacker though?
4-3, 3 linebackers. Mike strong, middle, and weak.
So you're doing a
4-3D.
All right.
I mean, unless you want to do 5-2, we can do 5-2. Throw another D line in there.
You don't have to do that. And then we go secondary. Anyway. It's just basically you're doing
2 corners and 2 safeties.
You name 2 corners, or are you just doing 1 corner?
2 corners and 1 safety. 2 corners, 2 safeties.
2 corners, 2 safeties.
Yeah, 2 corners, 2 safeties. That's gonna be hard.
And then you're doing 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back,
2 running backs,
1 fullback,
2 running backs.
No. You do 1 running back, 1 fullback.
It's kind of rough, bro. It's kind of rough.
Rough. Yeah. No. Make decisions. 1 running back, 1 fullback.
I love how you say make decisions, and you just made it for me.
That's what I do. Make decisions.
You just bully people.
No, you want to take a vote on it then? No. I forgot. This is the Paul Rodriguez show. James, what do you think?
About what, the format?
Disagree with Wes.
2 running backs, better. 1 fullback? Yeah. Or are you saying just 2 running backs?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. You just leave out the fullbacks.
That sounds good.
Whatever you want, Wes.
You're leaving out the fullbacks. So
You can
disrespectful
still pick one. You can still pick one, but you have the option. Like here's an example. Are you
tell
gonna
him what I want to do?
What's that?
I tell him what I want to do, and then he gets mad.
I know it just doesn't make any sense.
Sorry.
See,
because I feel like you're leaving out the fullback. I'm old school, bro. I love my fullback.
Name a fullback that's not Mike Allstott, John Riggins, or
it doesn't matter. You're only picking one, so you got to pick one of those.
Pick one. Why you got to? There's only 3 to pick from, and there's so many running backs.
No, there's more than 3. Rathman. I would say also you can use that also gives some of those tailbacks.
Moose Johnston, my fullback all time.
Well, nobody wants to hear it now. Why?
You're so sensitive. You all right, buddy? You drinking that tequila now?
Anybody's sensitive.
Sensitive.
Oh my God, dude.
Just read your shirt. Just read your shirt. Just read your shirt in the mirror. Just read your shirt.
You big dummy.
That's right.
We got 2 Bears fans in the comments now.
Who are the Bears fans besides Carla?
Linda.
Shout out Carla. All right, Linda. We will have a Bears question tomorrow. FYI, for tomorrow's show, we'll have a Bears question. So if y'all want to tune in, we'll be able to talk about a little Justin Fields tomorrow.
Pretty easy to answer.
Say again?
It's pretty easy to answer.
Okay.
I mean,
but you don't know the question, so you know it, Wes, but they don't.
I know the question.
Yeah.
And it's 85 Bears.
Fine, because you said so. Just put some respect on Jay Cutler's name, all right? Put some respect on Jay Cutler. That's all I gotta say.
Jay Cutler?
Yeah, put some respect.
Come on.
Put some respect on Jay Cutler's name. Thank you very much.
Phillip Rivers, maybe. I'll put respect on his name.
That's like saying you're gonna put respect on Dan Marino's name. That's what you're saying. That's all I heard.
Oh yeah, I put respect on Dan Marino's name. But Jay Cutler ain't no Dan Marino.
Okay.
Come on.
Who did Jay Cutler have to throw to besides Brandon Marshall in Chicago? Who could he throw to?
Jay Cutler is still no Dan Marino.
Bro. Probably strongest arm in the NFL ever. Strongest arm.
And Michael Vick was probably one of the fastest.
He was the fastest. Hands down.
All right. So, but Mike Vick ain't no Dan Marino.
Mike Vick going to the Hall of Fame. Please believe that. Maybe not in our lifetime, but he's gonna be in there.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he?
Is Warren Moon in?
Yes, Warren Moon's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Is Randall Cunningham?
Doesn't deserve to be. What did he do?
What did Mike Vick do?
No. What did Mike Vick do? I don't know. Had the best resurrection of his career ever after a huge scandal. One of the best quarterbacks to come out. You couldn't stop Mike Vick when he was a rookie, or in his 3rd year, or his 4th year. Nobody can stop Mike Vick. If he doesn't go to prison, if Mike Vick doesn't go to prison, they win a Super Bowl. Promise.
Dude, hey, they couldn't stop Dak Prescott in his rookie year. Now look at him.
Could they stop him in his 3rd year? Could they stop him in his 6th year? Yes, sir.
Yeah. He's been stopped. He ain't done nothing since his 1st year.
I don't know. 2 years ago, he's pretty good. 2 years ago. Last year was just dog shit.
Get over yourself.
They're gonna pay him again, and you're gonna be all kinds of pissed off about it. You're gonna be super feel. They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay him like $55 million a year guaranteed. You're gonna be so salty.
I'm salty now.
I know you are.
I've been salty. Do I look like a happy man?
No.
It's
because you wear that shirt.
I'm a hurt man. I'm a hurt man.
Well, it's your fault for cheering for him.
If I ever got to meet Jerry Jones and win this room, this is the shirt I'm wearing.
Tell you to get out. He tell you to walk. All right, 9:23, folks. It's been a dandy. I'm ready for some fantasy football. I need to start planning and getting the details in order for all that. I take it y'all are in.
Carla, don't be scared this year.
Okay.
Carla got scared last year. She didn't want to lose the James.
Why are you calling people out, bro? Just I don't know. Anyway, Carla, thanks for joining in.
You know how he is.
Linda, thanks for joining in.
I'm hyping it up.
S. Sanchez, appreciate you tuning in. All the people that joined in, we thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for welcoming us back. Thank you for all the messages in the chat. We appreciate y'all. Before we get out of here, James, Wes, you want to let them know? James, go first.
Keep cool, man.
Yeah.
It's hot out there.
Wes?
Drink plenty of water.
Yes, sir. Wes?
Oh, man. Just check on your people, man. And thanks for the love.
Thank y'all so much for everybody tuning in. All of y'all out there, YouTube, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. As always, love yourselves and love your neighbors. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.